Yeah, kind of like that. Let's talk. 2 months ago, I hit pause. No big announcement, no dramatic post, just silence. But behind the scenes, life got loud, and I want to let you in on what happened and what's next. You ever love something so much that it doesn't even feel like work? That's how Nerf started for me. Every project, every video, it was just all pure joy. But when something you love starts to feel like work, you got two options: push through and burn out completely, or take a step back and recalibrate. I didn't plan to disappear for 2 months. In fact, at first I told myself I was just gonna take a little break.
What's up, foam fam? It's been a while that I did one of these little car monologues, and I figured we have a lot to catch up on. I know I've been out of it a little bit, not making a video every week like I used to.
But behind the scenes, my day-to-day business reached a breaking point. I run an e-commerce online electronic parts business. Not gonna go into too much detail about what I do for a living. To some, it might be kind of boring, especially compared to Nerf. But my business reached a point in which it needed more time, a lot more time, or I risked stunting its long-term growth. I'll just say this: I made a conscious decision to hit pause on content until I found a way to consistently balance both. So in addition to letting you guys know where I've been, what I've been up to, another reason I wanted to make this video is for anybody who's been there or might be heading there. Burnout is real, and it sneaks up on you when you're grinding about something you really care about. For me, it hit hardest when I realized I was spending between 36 and 48 hours on a single video and then handing its fate over to whatever mood the algorithm was on that day. And the worst part, when that effort doesn't get returned, it starts wearing on you mentally, creatively, just everything. Meanwhile, in the background, my personal business hit an inflection point, like I said earlier. It just seemed that all things happened in sync around this time. I knew I had to avoid burnout on content creation, so taking a healthy pause was necessary on that side of things. And I needed to prioritize a lot more of my time to my personal business, so it became clear I had to pick a lane, at least for a little bit. You see, the truth is, when you're passionate about something, it doesn't feel like a chore. But when that same passion starts to feel like work, it's a clear indicator that you need to take a step back and recalibrate. And that's exactly what I did. That's what happened to me. I used to feel like I had a full fuel tank of ideas, energy, edits. It all just flowed. But eventually it did start feeling like a job, and I knew I had to take a step back before it burned me out completely. So I hit pause, not forever, but long enough to protect something that I care deeply about: this channel and this hobby. What finally pulled me back in? Believe it or not, Maryland Mayhem. That weekend reminded me of why I fell in love with this hobby in the first place. And spoiler, it's not just the blasters. It's the people, it's the community, the conversations, the creativity and chaos of a good HVZ round, and a blaster convention that honestly felt like a Vegas SHOT Show just for Nerf blasters, if I'm being honest. That kind of energy is what I missed the most. Now that I've found a healthier rhythm, I'm easing back in with purpose. I'm not aiming for quantity, I'm aiming for consistency. And there's a lot of exciting stuff to cover. For example, we have the SpyraGravity, which is a reusable water bomb launcher. And I think it's gonna shine pretty well in specialty HVZ games or Summer Wars. I got a unit in hand and a video in the works for that one. I've also been working on 2 fresh builds. I don't know if you've caught the little teaser over my shoulder here. We got the Railer Neo Magnet and the Railer Brushless. Both experimental, both very spicy. And soon we're also gonna be digging into some bigger conversations too, like the AEG War, a speculative deep dive into Dart Zone's potential entry into the auto electric game. Got a video coming up on the age-old question, why Nerf? Why this particular hobby pulled me in over tuning cars, shooting real steel, and even archery. All right, so what to expect going forward? I'm not gonna pretend I'll be uploading every week, but I am back, and we're aiming for quality, community-focused content at a pace that keeps things healthy. And with 16,000 subs on the horizon, you betcha I'm already planning that giveaway. How about 3 3D printed blasters that are gonna be going out to 3 lucky people when we hit that number? So yeah, it's about to get fun again. If you've ever gone through burnout or came back from one, I'd love to hear your story in the comments. What helped you reset and what relit that fire for you? And if you've been patiently waiting for new uploads or you're just coming across this channel now, thank you for being here. The next chapter starts now.